Hello YouTube, this is MPD News. And today, this is going to be a very raw video. And by raw, I mean kind of just like open, like off the cuff, honestly. Um, Today, I'm really pissed off. And it has a lot to do with these stories that I've been hearing about narcissists, the stories I've been reading. Um, and just the simple fact that they just go around hurting people and no one does anything about it and they get away with it. Um, so I'm gonna go on a little rant about how pissed off I am because I'm tired and I would like to see better from people and from not only the people that are being abused but from people around um, the person getting abused and just enabling that behavior. I understand that people grow up in situations that attract them to narcissists in which it is not their fault. And I understand that people are also grow up in environments in which they become too afraid to stand up for what is right because they're weak. But when we see something happening, we need to start standing in our truth. We need to start being strong and we need to start helping those people out that are being abused, that are being bullied, that are being attacked for no other reason than just for simple satisfaction of that other person that did the attacking. I'm pissed off because there's so many people that just stand by and they watch narcissists they watch narcissists exploit and humiliate and embarrass people in front of others in public or in the house in front of sisters and brothers and just family members in general, talking about their looks and how they wish that they could look better, how they wish they could be smarter, how they wish they could be faster, how they wish they could be whatever the case may be. That child looks down, is sad, and everyone thinks that that's okay. Or they may not think it's okay, but they do nothing. And we, as people, when we come together as one, and we go against that one person standing alone that's doing the abusing, you don't understand how much that helps. And I'm tired of narcissists getting away with everything that they do. I'm tired of them being able to abuse people, discard them, find somebody else, abuse them, discard them, find somebody else, abuse, discard. And if you even try to call them out at all, if you speak the truth about what's happening, you're the problem. I'm tired of it. I really am. It's hard to watch. It sucks that I had to experience that. It sucks that I had to be abused, then discarded, and then they find somebody else. And then not only that, but when I start doing better, they want to send me a gift so they can do it all over again. And I'm sure I'm not the only person. But I don't understand it. And people around, they seen what happened with their own eyes. And then they see that you have left and you improved. They don't tell the narcissist, hey, you need to stop, you're doing something wrong. Leave her alone, she's fine. Don't bring her back in. Don't bring him back in. And in my personal opinion, I think not only is it weakness, but I think they might like it too. They probably don't want to see you succeed either. Because they're probably under the narcissist spell. They're the ones also locked in the cage. And they don't want to see you escape free. because they're too afraid to escape. It's very disappointing. Very disappointing when you have a friend that you've known for so many years. They know you so well. You tell them about what's happening, or maybe you don't tell them about what's happening. But the narcissist, barely knowing them, not even for a second, not even for more than a day or two or a week. The narcissist tells your best friend this entire story about what happened. And all of a sudden, here you are, left alone, because they believed all their bullshit. Leaving you confused as to how in the world could you have been my friend for 5 plus, 10 plus, 20 plus years? Known me to have never done anything remotely close to that. But someone that you know for a week or for barely even a minute tells you something about me. And now you understand my full character. Now you see. And you don't want to be my friend anymore. Maybe, well, not maybe, it's a good thing that happened, because that was a bullet that was dodged. Because there's a couple things that could be happening there. One, I had a very dumb and naive friend. Or maybe you have a dumb and naive friend who believes anything that they hear, in which you don't want to be around anybody like that. Two, they were jealous and just waiting for the time they could hear bad news as an excuse to leave the relationship. As a good excuse to leave the relationship. Or they even felt that it was okay that they didn't even decide to ask you what was going on. I don't want to be with a friend who's known me for many years, hears something about me that's completely off from who I am, doesn't ask me anything about what happened, and takes that other person's side without even knowing who they are. So yeah, definitely a bullet's dodged. But it sucks. It sucks to be... It sucks to be smeared in a negative way, and not a single word of it is true. And not to mention, the person speaking those words did every single thing that they're speaking of. It's very disappointing. All the words that are coming out of their mouth is who they are. And every once in a while you think to yourself, maybe you think to yourself, maybe I should become that way. Maybe I should have done that, because if I did that first, then they would have believed me. But the narcissist got to them first. But at the end of the day, you don't want to be that person. And it is so exhausting. It is so exhausting to go around and talk badly about other people. To pit people against each other. I don't understand it. And maybe I never will truly understand it, because I will never know what it's like to be a narcissist. And based off of many other videos and books that I've read, I mean, this is something that they've been doing for a very long time. So maybe it isn't exhausting for them. This is just a regular day in the neighborhood for them. But I'm tired of hearing these stories. I'm tired of seeing things like this happening. And I think that it is our responsibility as survivors to create awareness to our children, to our friends, to our family about this horrible personality type. To protect them, to stop the enabling, and to stand up for the people that experience it, because narcissism should not be tolerated in any way, shape, or form anymore. This does not need to be going on the rise. I am very, very angry. I'm very pissed off. They tell us to move on and to let it go. And for me, I will let go and I will move on, because not only is that what is best for me, but I will let go and move on while also sharing it with other people. I'm not sure if letting go and moving on, in the way they're describing it, is to forgive yourself and let go of what happened to you and continue your life on. And I think that's what they mean. But I think when people do that, the narcissist just finds another victim, and that person lets go and they move on. They find another victim, that person will let go and move on. And I think that every single person that does decide to let go and move on, to make sure that they spread their knowledge to other people. I could go on a little bit more, but I have things to do today, and I have to leave soon. But that is all that I have. This is MPD News.